It is Groundhog Day today, so it only feels appropriate we discuss LeBron's free agency yet again. Earlier today, LeBron responded to a report from ESPN's Chris Haynes that he would meet with the Warriors this summer if they wanted to pitch him. LeBron set the record straight this morning at shoot-around. Oh, boy.
If you don't hear something come from my voice, then it's not true. I don't give a damn how close they are. I don't care if it's my kids, my wife, or whatever. If it's not from me, it's not true. So, not even like upset right now about it. I think it's just a discredit to my teammates because I'm the leader of these guys, and for them to have to hear that stuff every single day about my free agency, you know, I apologize to them. I will handle my summer situation when my summer gets here.
Ramona, I spoke about this at length yesterday, so you take a turn.
Look, the Cavs have done nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I understand it's hard to do something, but a lot of players have been traded, have been moved, have been changed teams that would have helped the Cavs, and LeBron sits back day in and day out and is trying to win with this club, and, you know, something needs to happen. Yeah. And all he's trying to do is win this year. And I almost could have written the speech for him, like that you have the predictive speech. Is he going to go with the "it's not fair to my teammates," or is he going to go to like, "you guys know what I'm going to say to this"? Right. Like, but the point is, I don't know that he's meeting with the Warriors. It's so early in the game here. But what the Warriors do is they add pieces to a championship team. They continue to get better every single year. And if you're LeBron and you're looking, going, man, we've seen them 3 times in a row, and they
so
continue to add.
you're not saying that he ever would ever have interest in joining the Warriors. You're saying that even he reacted today as if this story had nothing to do with him and he was upset that it came out. There are obviously people who feel like, well, I don't know, whatever. And whichever version of that is true, I said yesterday, you were saying it today, and Tracy is the player. I want to know how you would feel about this.
I mean, if I'm
part of this is just about wanting the Cavaliers to do something.
Correct.
Correct. But if I'm LeBron, yes, I am upset because they're really insulting me to think that I'm the best player in the world. These guys have won 2 out of the last 3 championships, and that I will take my talents and go out to Oakland. Like, no, I don't think LeBron is even thinking about that. So, yeah, shoot that down. I'm happy that he was stern and firm on, you know, him shooting these rumors down. I don't think he would even consider this. I mean, good for him for shooting this down.
So what is it like to be a player, Tracy, in that position where the deadline's coming around, you feel like, hey, my team should be here at the end of the season and we don't have enough pieces yet, or those pieces that, let's say this summer, management traded for haven't worked out the way they hoped they would. Well, what is it like to be a player? Because you can't do anything as a player.
You can't do anything. I mean, it's very frustrating when you feel like you need to add a certain piece to your team that could possibly put you to the next level. And as a player, as the best player on that team, and you know what you need, and management can't make that happen for you, it upsets you.
And this is not saying anything about Kobe Altman, the guy who came into this job. Yeah, it's him. He's going to have to make the trade. But this is Dan Gilbert and LeBron again. Yeah. Okay, Dan Gilbert's the one who has to decide, do you risk the Brooklyn pick? Do you risk some of your cap space? Do you take on more money, more contracts, knowing that you may be paying those guys even if LeBron leaves? And they're right back to 2010. They're right back there. Same
but
decision.
What was it like? Here, I'm going to just keep saying this. What was it like for the Cavs in 2011, 2012?
Awful.
No matter what happens with LeBron after this summer, he is on your team right now, making moves to maximize him being on your team right now. And again, you don't have to guarantee you'll beat the Warriors. Getting to the finals is good. And when you have LeBron on your team, I would take advantage of that if they can. So, of course, we're here with LeBron James, because why wouldn't we be? LeBron's upcoming free agency has been the elephant in the room for at least 2 seasons now. It really shouldn't surprise anyone to see that elephant now running free and stomping all over the place. So let's talk about it. As I have said too many times on this show to count, I can absolutely, positively guarantee you that LeBron James has no plan yet for what he is going to do this summer. I know this because I have had direct conversations with LeBron about it. Not his camp, not someone who once met LeBron at a shoe store, with LeBron.
Lucky
and
you.
LeBron has repeated to me several times, he has zero intention of making one of the biggest decisions of his life without having all the information. And for those of you saying, yeah, right, to your TVs right now, why would he? Look at how much has changed in just the past 6 or 7 months. Kyrie Irving plays for Boston. Paul George plays for the Thunder. If you went back to this exact date last year and told people just those 2 sentences, they would have thought you were crazy. But this is the NBA, and the pieces on the board keep shifting, and LeBron is way too good of a chess player to make his own move until he knows what the whole game looks like. So that's number one. Number two, I have not talked to LeBron about what ESPN's Chris Haynes wrote last night, the idea that come this summer, if Golden State decided to pitch him, LeBron has enough respect for the Warriors organization, he wouldn't slam the door in Steve Kerr's face. I mean, that sentence does seem completely accurate to me. It also just doesn't mean very much. It is an unlikely event that is no more likely this morning than it was yesterday. So we can kind of move that off the table. What does mean something, though, and what Chris's story stirs up, is number three, which is how the Cavaliers are approaching LeBron's free agency. This is much more interesting because Dan Gilbert has repeatedly said the biggest lesson he learned from LeBron going to Miami is that when a star player hits free agency, you got to have a good contingency plan in place in case he leaves. And that's fair of Gilbert to feel that way. But it does create a problem because you can't be all in on trying to keep LeBron and set yourself up for a rebuild at the same time. And it certainly is seeming like Gilbert is more intent on the safety net path than the keep LeBron path. It is why he was okay trading Kyrie Irving, one of the best players in the league, for a package that did weaken the Cavs this season but gave them a high draft pick for next season. And it's super relevant right now because the Cavs are at a huge crossroads again. The trade deadline is exactly 1 week away, and the question is, how much is Cleveland willing to give up to get back a piece that will help the team win now? Only the stakes have changed a bit. The Cavs have been struggling so much this season with this team that is now after this Kyrie Irving trade that even just making it to the finals is no longer a sure thing. So it's not about getting a piece that could help convince LeBron to stay. It's about getting a piece that doesn't waste this year when you do have him in Cleveland. You know what you're seeing right now? The Hawks. The last time the Hawks went to the NBA Finals, even just appeared at an NBA Finals, 1961. The Kings organization, 1951. Just making it that far is incredibly hard. So the Cavs could protect themselves for the future all they want and still not sniff another finals for decades. Bottom line, no one knows what LeBron is going to do this summer, not even LeBron. But he's in Cleveland right now. And for Cavs fans, questions about how to maximize that should be the much bigger elephant. Tracy, you saw the news across your TV this morning, and I just would like you to give people...
I'm interested.
I would like you to give people just a little eavesdropping on what you said as you were shouting at the TV.
Well, this is a family show. I can't shout that out. But there's no way in hell LeBron is entertaining this. Like, this can't be no truth to this. Okay, he could take a meeting. I'm fine with that. That's out of respect for Steve Kerr and those guys. But you can't seriously be considering joining this team. I will not be a fan of the NBA no more. Matter of fact, I won't even watch no games no more, man. I won't be a part of this because it's just downright wouldn't be fair. But the NBA won't allow this to happen. Adam Silver will not allow this to happen. They will lose so many fans over this move if he was to consider this. I don't see it happening. So, as a player, LeBron James is not even entertaining this. This is just rumors.